This episode was actually brought to you by luxmarket.com.
Nothing teaches you about yourself more than being locked up in a cage or a ring with another trained fighter who's ready to kick your ass. Nothing really teaches what you're made of, like what kind of person you are. It just shows in the ring or in the cage. It's amazing feeling.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Second Floor Podcast. I'm your co-host, Kenny Buller here, and today's guest, we bring to you Parwez Ghulam. As you guys know, we've had quite the vested interest in bringing guests across the MMA scene onto the Second Floor Podcast, and we wanted to bring to you Parwez Ghulam for a couple of reasons. One, he happens to be one of the first lightweight champions of Unified MMA. Secondly, he's recently decided to take his love and passion for MMA and put it into a coaching perspective. Parwez, at 29 years old, is the owner and founder of Wolfhouse MMA. Wolfhouse MMA is currently breeding fighters in the kickboxing scene, the boxing scene, as well as the MMA scene. We're pretty excited to have your co-host, Omid Kaderi, sit across the table with Parwez to talk business and talk about passion.
Welcome everybody back to the Second Floor. My name is Omid. I am your co-host. Today we are here to learn how to survive, how to thrive, and keep the good vibes going in your life and business. Today we got a special guest, Parwez, obviously. We had to have him on the show. It's been a long time coming. Parwez, my man, thank you for coming, brother.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
I want to get into a little bit of your story, kind of when you started in fighting and how you kind of reach now that you're a gym owner, you're an entrepreneur. You do a lot. I see on your Instagram, you're very active. You do a lot of things. And I want to kind of dive deep into that. But before we dive deep into that, kind of how you kind of started in martial arts and how that kick started.
And like I was telling you earlier too, where I grew up, Uzbekistan, Tashkent, the capital city. Bullying there is like very acceptable thing. It's like a part of your childhood, basically. Like you get bullied, like you stand up, you learn how to stand up for yourself. It sounds really bad when I say bullying is acceptable, but it is. You know what I mean? Like most Russian countries, like I think, like USSR countries, former USSR countries, bullying is really a normal thing there. Everybody gets bullied, you stand up for yourself, you learn how to defend yourself, all that stuff. So yeah, like most of the fighters, I've been bullied before and learn how to stand up for myself. First I went and did karate for quite a long time. Karate Kyokushinkai, it's like well, no offense to other karate guys, but it's the most legit one.
Yeah.
And before that, I actually did a little bit of Shotokan, and I knew Shotokan was mostly point system that wouldn't help me to defend myself on the street, because you can't just punch a guy and wait for the point just to give you a point. It doesn't work like that, and not on the street. You get punched, you punch back.
Yeah.
So went to Kyokushinkai, learned how to kick, a little bit of punches, but I knew it wasn't enough, so I went to boxing. So I got hooked in boxing and did boxing for a long time. Then my coach, who teach boxing, also taught kickboxing. He had the same background as me, like doing the karate, and he mixed it up with boxing, so we made it a kickboxing, unique style of kickboxing. And yeah, from there I just went to learn how to defend myself, and my coach saw something in me, and yeah, he started putting me in fights. I started winning.
Now this is this back home or is this
it's
here?
in Uzbekistan. I'm talking about like 2004.
Oh, okay, early on.
Yeah.
Early years, yeah.
And I fell in love with fighting and martial arts. I shouldn't say fighting, and fighting just comes with it,
Yeah.
After that, fought a bunch of times, amateur fighting, kickboxing. I don't know, about 32 kickboxing, 11 amateur boxing, and then I stopped for a while, got injuries. kind of got hooked with bad crowd back home. You know, like I was a tough guy.
Yeah.
People wanted me to be friends with them, and I took some time off from martial arts and came to Canada. Since I got here and I started training, this coach, Master Kim, he's from Uzbekistan, but he's North Korean. Got immigrated to Uzbekistan back in 1960s, I think, after World War II, like after everything was like calmed down. But he started coaching me here, like with Sambo. I already trained Sambo back home too, but he then he's like, you should do MMA. I'm like, I always wanted to do MMA. Like, I love fighting, you know. Anything has to do with fighting, I love it.
Yeah.
And he talked me into it. Then I was a big fan of Fyodor Emelianenko, like the big heavyweight Russian guy. Not most casuals don't even know who it is.
Yeah.
He's like the OG MMA fighter.
Yeah.
Yeah. He put me in. I was here about 6 months. I got in the ring, knocked the guy out, I think in under a minute. And I didn't speak English. The guy, like announcer, was like, "Hey, did you plan to knock him out like that?" He was asking me a question. I grabbed the mic and I'm like, "Thank you." You know?
Yeah.
That's where it started, and I don't know, man. I just love fighting. You know, like all martial arts. That's the reason I competed. That might be the reason I competed in boxing, kickboxing, Muay Thai, and MMA all professionally and amateur. Well, MMA I didn't do amateur, but I did compete in all of them pro. I love fighting, man.
That's awesome, bro. So, what has been, I guess, what's the most fulfilling with fighting? Like, what gives you that? What kind of gets your fire going? What about martial arts does that? Is it the getting in the ring with someone else? Is it a certain style? What is that for you?
Well, your question, like what I understand is main thing about fighting really gets me going, or like gets me excited about fighting and fulfilling feeling is nothing teaches you about yourself more than being locked up in a cage or a ring with another trained fighter who's ready to kick your ass. Nothing really teaches what you're made of, you know, like what kind of person you are. It just shows in the ring or in the cage. It's amazing feeling, you know. And just going out there and you put 8 weeks of training camp, and you go out there and showcase your skills in front of like thousands of people while being half naked. It's amazing, man.
Yeah, no kidding.
It's good stuff.
Yeah. So a lot of fighters, and I know a lot of people that do martial arts, they don't take it as far and go and open a gym and start training and coaching. For you, what I've seen is you've taken your expertise and your passion for fighting and taken it to that next level where you're coaching kids and you're training people and you're very positive online. I see that you share a lot of things. You're very active. I've seen you training some kids and then you're always shouting out your guys. What is it about the development of a fighter that gets you going? Because a lot of fighters, they just want, they want to train, they want to get themselves to be the best fighter they can be. But why did you take that next step in developing fighters and eventually opening up your own gym and building your own brand?
But it started with first me getting injured and like getting concussion. Like I've been, healing that for a long time. Got concussion from a car accident.
Oh, wow. Okay. So it wasn't even in the ring.
No. But I got into the ring. My last MMA fight was a title fight. And I fought while being concussed. The fight didn't go my way. I lost fair and square, no excuse, man, whatever. You win some, you lose some. But if I would have, been healthy, the fight would be different, Whoever was in the ring, they saw me, arena, they saw it. Beat this guy up for 14 minutes, last 14 seconds, he landed a punch, boom, everything changing, whatever. That's the beauty of fight game. After that, took some time off, kind of focused on boxing, which was not the smartest thing to do, because boxing get hit more in the head, right? And the two professional boxing, I don't know, the whole point of me becoming a coach one, I can't fight anymore as of now. Not, I don't know, maybe next year I'll be back. You never know, right? As long as I'm healthy, my brain is perfectly fine and fit to fight. I couldn't fight, so I'm like, I love fighting. I want to be around fighters. Just gives you different kind of adrenaline, and like, you know, you get high off it.
Right. Yeah.
So I started coaching. Then another reason I started coaching was a lot of shitty coaches in Edmonton. A lot of them. There's so many shitty coaches. What they do is, the reason why they're shitty coaches, they don't have experience of fighting. They've seen a couple of YouTube videos and watch some of Bruce Lee's movies and stuff. And they think they can coach, you know what I mean? They go all Mr. Miyagi and shit.
Yeah.
Like, none of them actually fought. There's, I don't want to even name his name. This guy, he claims he's a coach, and he claims he boxed before. He never boxed. Just a big rat, you know, like just trying to stay relevant and lie to kids, you know, like, oh, I have this much fights, this much experience. It's funny how, like, what can you find on the internet? You can't lie anymore, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Everything is recorded on the internet.
Yeah.
And when you Google this guy's name, he's 0-3 in MMA, got knocked out all 3 fights, 3 times he fought.
Oh man.
And he just claims like he's this big deal and big shot, and everybody in the fight community knows he's not a real fighter. And that's one of the reasons, like, you know, I want to be a good coach. Like you said, like, I shout out my guys all the time, and like really try to put them on the spotlight, you know, because media, social media right now, like, we live in the digital era. You know, everything's on social media. People live in social media, you know what I mean? There's so many people.
Totally.
I just use it as a tool. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't put a lot of personal stuff. Just a lot of my son and me. You know what I mean?
Totally. Yeah, I see your son all the time. You're snapping while you're driving. Yeah, I see that. Yeah.
I know. Like, I should stop doing that.
Yeah. He's so cute though.
Thanks,
yeah.
bro.
Yeah.
Like, I love that boy. You know, it's changes different. You know, like, changes your life and changes the meaning of life. 100%.
Yeah.
Once you have kid, people who have kid probably know.
Oh yeah, probably.
It's different, man. And I just use it as a tool, social media, to get the word out there. You know, like, that we exist. Wolfhouse MMA, boxing, kickboxing. We compete. We put fighters. Create, like, build fighters for every sport, basically, right? Every combat sport, boxing, kickboxing, and MMA. We're one of the only gyms in Edmonton does that, you know. So, yeah, man, I really love and enjoy changing people's life in a positive way. Like, I'll give you a really good story. One of my fighters, he's a very naive kid. You know, he's from St. Albert, but from the shittier area, you know what I mean? Like, the hood and well, there's no hood in St. Albert, but like poor area.
Right.
I'd say.
Yeah.
I could see he was going and become, like, hanging around bad crowd. If I didn't pull him out of there, he'd be locked up right now or be dead somewhere, right? And I got him in, started boxing him. And he boxed. The boxing changed his life, you know. He talks about boxing. He doesn't hang out with those bad people. He just, you know, positivity. Like, he wants to do something with his life. He wants to be a good boxer one day, Olympic champion, you know, the dreams.
Yeah, now he's thinking about the steps to get there.
Exactly. He's not thinking about guns, drugs, you know, like strip club, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, totally.
And another guy, an immigrant, a refugee actually, from Syria. Very, very close little brother to me, like, you know, like, he's a good kid, Ahmed. He came, I remember first time seeing him, he comes and I could relate to him because I knew exactly what's going on in his mind. When you come here, culture shock, you know, you don't know people. Canadians are super nice, they smile at you all the time.
Yeah.
And different cultures is different, right? Like, back home, you don't smile at man. Man don't smile at man. It's just not acceptable, especially you don't know them.
Right.
Here, it's very culturally acceptable. You know, you look at people, nod, smile. That's a normal thing, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
Like, back where I'm from, or back from Syria, like, even Afghanistan, you know, like Russia, Uzbekistan, those countries, Yeah, strange man. It's a strange man. We don't really smile or nod.
Yeah, you don't really interact. Yeah.
I even hold the door open. I got mad at a guy when I was brand new here. Guy was holding the door open, and I got mad at him. I think about that. I was so shy. It was horrible. This poor guy was trying to do something nice to me.
Yeah.
And I really wanted to beat him up.
Yeah.
See, that's what I'm saying. The culture shock. And this kid Ahmed, that was going through the same thing, and I could relate to this kid. And he comes up to me, he's like, "Coach, at school, everybody wants to fight me. They look at me, everybody wants to fight me." I'm like, man, calm down. Maybe they just want to be friends with you. I said, tomorrow go up and tell them, "Hey, my name is Ahmed. I'm from Syria. I'm new here." And the next day he comes out, he's like, "Coach, I did that. People like me. I made friends."
Yeah,
like, cool, man. I told you. And now he's been training with me over a year, and he just won his boxing debut. He won first round knockout, 30 seconds.
Oh, nice.
Lots of anger, right? Like, you could tell no fear. And like some kids are just built for combat sports.
To fight, yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's sad.
Yeah.
Very, very sad.
So how much does that play a role with your fighters, or since your expertise, right? How much does that play a role of someone's personal background coming into a gym? Like like you said, they grow up in the hood, or they grow up in a very bad environment, and they're with bad people, and then they come into your gym and they walk into your gym and they want to train because they want to fuck someone up outside. They don't care about the sport. They're more so, I want to learn to fight, to defend myself, and fuck someone else up outside of that. So how much of that plays a role?
First, like, to be clear, like, if anybody comes with the wrong intention of being a bully, I don't let them train at my gym. Like, zero bullying, at my gym, everybody helps. You should come one day.
I will.
It's a very friendly environment,
I will,
everyone gets along. I don't, we cut out all the backhanders, we kick them out. I've kicked out professional fighters out of my gym because they were bringing a lot of heat and, like, bad vibes and, drama. Like I was telling you, fighters have more drama than bikini models.
Yeah.
And real fighters can, especially in Edmonton, it's horrible.
Really?
Now it's getting better and better because real fighters cutting out those drama queens, So I'm very glad those are gone. Most of them are gone. It was very bad in 2015, 2014. It was horrible. And how does, like, their background play, like, in fighting? Honestly, every champion came from poverty. Like, every single champion. Floyd Mayweather, probably arguably the best boxer of our era in the ring. I don't care what he does outside, he's not the best person. I don't like him for his personality. I like him for his boxing style. Yeah, his dad sold his mom a crack, like, he came from that kind of environment. And, like, most good fighters came from really, really shitty background. Seeing people like my fighter Ahmed, like, kid talks about, like, bodies, like, laying on the street while he's going to school.
Crazy.
Like, hands and, like, chopped off head and, like, shit like that. Bombs just, like, blowing.
That's crazy.
Bombs blown, like, next to his, like, playground and stuff, and you think a punch would scare a kid like that?
No, definitely not.
He'd be like, yeah, but the nicest kid, like, he's super, happy to be here. He works at McDonald's, super good guy, like, I really like him, and I like how I wouldn't take any credit or anything, but I'm glad that, I showed him the better path. You know what I mean?
Totally.
Otherwise, he was going to be like, get in a fight, get arrested, legal issues wouldn't be best for him.
Yeah.
Now all his energy he's putting on good things like boxing. You know what I mean? Like, becoming an athlete and a boxer, and he wants to do MMA eventually. Like, he laid out all his plans. Like, he's thinking better.
Yeah, definitely. And have you seen someone from your gym come, like, have a lot of success? Have you seen that over the past couple of years? Like, have you seen someone go from, like, zero, like, they couldn't fight for shit, and come and be, like, a pretty good professional fighter, or even just someone in your circle?
Yeah, definitely. I've trained a lot of different people, you know, like from different backgrounds. And a fighter came in to my gym. Basically, this girl was, split it this way, never been punched in the face.
Mm.
You know, very nice girl. Like, very shy. Couldn't even hold a conversation, like, you know what I mean? Because she has so much anxiety.
Wow. Okay.
You know what I mean? And now she has 5 fights, won 3 of them.
Yeah.
She's one of my best boxers.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, that's awesome.
And she talks to you, cracks joke, you know, like...
Confidence is up now.
Exactly. Yeah. You know, like she lost over 30 pounds, you know, she feels
wow.
great about herself. And yeah, you know, like the...
And how much does that fuel you?
Man, it's crazy. Like, I feel off that energy. It's insane, you know, like, keeps me going. Like, every morning I wake up, other day I share the status. I love Mondays.
Yeah.
I do love Mondays, you know, like, because I get to go to gym and do what I love.
Yeah, totally.
Like, I used to, like, you know, people used to tell me all the time. I was on the rigs for 3 years. I'm sure you remember, like, when back in the day when I used to go, and money was great, but man, I was very, like, my conscience wasn't clean. I knew I was doing something I really hate for a paycheck.
Yeah.
I hated going to work. I dragged my feet at work. I did not want to be there. I was looking forward to get the hell out of there and, like, you know, go spend the money I just made in 2 days.
Yeah, yeah. And you were, I remember you working at the UFC gym.
Yeah.
So what was that transition like? When did you decide to be like, you know what, I need to own my own gym and do my own thing and be an entrepreneur? What transition, when was that and why?
How did you 18 plus?
Yes.
Okay, sounds good. That's actually a very cool story as well.
Yeah. I want to know.
I was at UFC gym. I was the head coach there, fitness director for a long time. And basically helped them build the gym. I was there from the day one, UFC gym North Edmonton. The people who run it had no idea how to run the gym. Every gym in Edmonton, 95%, 99% of the fighting gym in Edmonton is owned by the coach. Fighting gyms, I'm not talking about the fitness gyms. Martial arts gyms, fighting gyms are all owned by the coach. And, you know, like, coach kind of tells what to do and how to run the gym, you know what I mean? And that's what I tried to do with UFC gym. They never listened. Instead, they wanted to focus on Taco Tuesdays and shit, you know? So it doesn't really work that good. So anyway, we had our differences. They kind of did me dirty. This manager, I'm not going to name her name, she basically manipulated them. A day before my baby was born, they called me in the office. Same thing to you happened at that warehouse. They come in and they didn't fire me because they couldn't, because all the members are coming for me, not for them, because I'm their coach. They're like, sorry, Parvez, we have to cut your paycheck, your salary, by 60%.
Wow.
That's dirty. My classes are not doing bad. My numbers are high, and I'm always outselling everybody by times 10. You know what I mean? I'm their cash cow, basically. I bring in people and crowd. If you ever followed, like, my class were always 40 plus, 50 plus people in one class. It's insane. While other coaches, they have 4 people in their class. They're great coaches too. But I'm just saying, like, you know, you don't piss off a guy who's helping you pay your bills.
Yeah, totally.
So I said, I put my 2 weeks, that's where it started. I always wanted to have my own gym. Always wanted to have, but that kind of triggered me.
That triggered you into it.
Well, I have to do it right now. I left. I put my 2 weeks. I did everything by the books. Worked my 2 weeks. Finished my 2 weeks, and I opened my own gym. I started building my own gym. And yeah, by August we opened the gym.
So what was that period, that gap? So you left UFC, the UFC
July.
gym. Oh wow.
In July.
So right away.
Yeah, in 3 weeks I opened the gym.
Wow.
Yeah, 3 weeks.
Damn.
You know what happened is
And this is all on your own?
Yeah.
Okay.
No investors. All my own and my team. What were my fighters? They came, they put insane amount of time to help me paint, construct, like, you know, it's not easy.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it isn't easy.
Everything's owned by, like, it's by Wolfhouse, you know what I mean? All my fighters, like we have a gym mom, you know, like she helped out insane. Like, man, everybody came together. It was a very cool thing, you know what I mean? Team bonding thing. Now, all those guys and girls who helped the gym open, they can tell, hey, I was here from day one. I actually helped put the bag up, like put the mats down, like, you know what I mean? Help them paint.
Yeah.
It's a very cool thing.
Yeah.
About 111 people canceled in 2 weeks, not like period, when I was gone.
Wow.
And they all followed me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I did not say anything to them, but they knew something was very bad. They did something shady, which they did. And about a month or so I was gone, they closed down.
Wow.
$1 million gym closed down.
Holy. That's crazy.
Month and 20 something days. And I
Unbelievable.
went, they did the auction, because bank owned everything, so banks auction everything out. I went there and to just, you know, it was amazing. I went and I bought a couple of things from them, from the auction.
That's
a
hilarious.
furniture store.
Wow, that's crazy. That's crazy.
Why they say, like, good business, you don't do dirty. The people you work with or you work for. You know what I mean?
Totally.
They tried to do me dirty. Hey, I'm a kind of guy. I don't know, like most people know.
Yeah.
A lot of people talk positive or negative, but they can never say the negative to my face. They can talk all they want online or whatever. Hey, I'm a kid who came here 9.5 years ago from Uzbekistan without speaking any word of English. I actually know 3 words: hi, bye, and fuck you. You know, I made it this far. A lot of people hate no matter what, and it's okay. That's all right. You know what I mean? I don't say bad things about them. I wish them good luck.
Yeah.
I want them to have what they want in life, and I want them to find peace. That's number one thing. If you don't have peace, no matter how much money you make, it's not gonna help you. You know that out of everybody. You're a very spiritual guy yourself.
Yes, I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, no matter how much money you make, money doesn't buy peace of mind.
It doesn't. Yeah.
You know.
Totally.
I mean? Like having clean conscience, doing good by people around you or your loved ones, does you good. You know what I mean?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
So now that you're essentially your own boss, entrepreneur, how was that learning curve like? What were the kind of the struggles you went through building your gym from the ground up? And obviously, I'm not sure if you have business. You don't have business experience, right? Do you have business experience from previous that you were able to take those skills and translate it into doing it? No? Okay. So what was that like now you own your own business? Now you have to run this. You know, it's a gym. You have to pay bills, right? You need people in the gym. You need a good team around you. What was that learning curve like?
It's not as easy as people think. You know what I mean? People always see the end product. They're like, oh, this gym is winning fights and stuff. They don't know what I've been through. They don't know, like, the sleepless nights. My baby was brand new. Like, I barely got to see him because either that or I'd be on the street and I would have no job because I left the UFC gym, right?
Yeah.
And so I had to do what man does, man, you know? Like, I got up, I went and put those 14, 15 hours.
Totally.
It was very hard, and like you said, like, you know, keeping the gym busy is very important. You know what I mean? No one goes there, gym goes down. You know, creating good programs, you know, like allowing everyone to train. And once we start doing good with members, like, you know, thank God, like my gym is doing really well, you know, like, can't complain. That's why we can afford to, you know, teach all underprivileged kids for free. Like, mom or dad, if they bring them in, like single parenting, like, they don't have to even disclose their financial situation to me. If they bring in and be like, hey, listen, I cannot afford. I don't want to ask them to bring pay stub. I train.
Yeah.
I want to help the community. You know what I mean? I really want, like, my motto is, like, I've read it somewhere on the internet. I loved it. Put the guns down, pick up the gloves. You know what I mean? It's amazing.
Yeah.
Like, I want all those kids with troubling background, like, you know, like horrible family, like horrible childhood. I want them to come train in my gym. If they can't afford to pay the bills, pay the fees, that's totally okay. You know what I mean? I let them train.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If my gym wasn't busy, I wouldn't be able to do that. You know what I mean?
Of course.
Yeah. That's why it would be nice, you know, like maybe one day, you know, get grants. You know what I mean? So I can do more of this stuff.
Totally.
You know, open like in shittier area of Edmonton, like on 118, I want to open a gym because you know what I mean. Lots of stuff happened in 118.
Yeah.
Just it's very makes you feel good about yourself, you know.
Totally.
You know, this kid's focusing on positivity, not negativity now. You know,
Yeah.
he has good energy, not bad energy.
Listen, second floor listeners, fans, we have some news for you guys. You shopped around for everyone else. Now it's time to shop for yourself. Get that blazer you've been waiting on, gentlemen. Maybe get a couple of ties to refresh your wardrobe. Or even get a fresh pair of jeans. Whether you're looking for Xenia, Montclair, or Naked and Famous, Lux Market has you covered. With prices 50 to 90% off retail, means that even though you bought for others and the wallet's looking slim, you can afford to splurge on yourself. Head on over to luxmarket.com, that's luxmrkt.com now to shop the finest menswear brands. Available 24 hours a day, shipping anywhere in Canada and the United States of America. Easy shopping, fast shipping, and hassle-free returns. luxmrkt.com.
Mm-hmm. You're literally reshaping how they take their life.
Exactly.
Right? Through an art form.
Yeah.
Right? The way you kind of feel about fighting, I feel about music and creating content, creating video content. I feel like I keep myself so busy that I can't get in trouble. But that's exactly what you're doing. You're basically giving these kids and people, could be kids, could be men, could be women, could be whoever, you're giving them an outlet where they can keep themselves busy in a very positive way. Mm-hmm. You're kind of giving that, you're opening that lane, which it wasn't there before in their life, which is very commendable. I want to take it back kind of to the martial arts and to fighting in general. We were talking about this before, but how much does drama play a role in the professional sport? You know, we see, for me as a consumer, I don't know anything about fighting. I'm not going to sit here and say I know, because I don't. I watch it with friends and family, and I see these guys get up on the podium and they're mean mugging each other, and the pre all the way up to the fight, there's someone said this about this, someone said this about that, they're talking shit about each other. How much does that play a role in fighting in general, and where is that? Like you said Edmonton was bad for a while with drama, so maybe speak on that a little bit, because I'm curious. I want to know.
For sure.
Yeah.
Edmonton is, I would say it like this, there was a lot of dick swinging contests, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Everybody wants to be that man, you know, like everyone wants to be like, hey, I'm the man in the city, blah 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 blah, you know, all that bullshit. People hate on each other just because they don't know each other. Like, man, I was one of them. I was manipulated back in 2014. I did not like guys that I didn't know them. I probably, if I had a coffee or a beer with him, I probably would like him.
Yeah.
I could have been friends. But because the environment I was in, we were coached by this guy, jiu-jitsu guy, probably the most horrible human being. You know what I mean? And he manipulated so many guys and got them against each other, you know? And drama happened there, and since that guy is not nobody now, he doesn't train, he's not welcome to any gym in Edmonton, which I'm glad, you know. It's a lot better now. You know, it's getting better and better. Like, a couple of bad apples, you cut them out, I'm telling you, like, a lot gets better and a lot changes, you know. It was horrible. Like, it was gym rivalry.
How bad?
Complete. There was a Hayabusa. There was the two big gyms at that time, and we had lots of rivalry. You know what I mean?
So how bad are these rivalries? Are they friendly rivalries? Or are they personal? Like, I want to go do something to you and your family type of thing?
No, it was never.
It was never that.
Far, no.
Okay.
I sometimes get like that with the individual who trained there, but I'm just like that. If I don't like you, I'll let you know.
Yeah.
If me and you in the room and I don't like you with a bunch of people, you will not have to guess where we stand. I'll let you know. I'll make it so clear that I don't like you. You know what I mean? I have that personality I cannot hide. If I don't like someone, I cannot be nice to them.
Yeah.
I have to say it right in their face, you know? That's why you always hear like the mixed review about most real people, you know? I don't have to sugarcoat you. If I don't like you, I don't like you. You know what I mean? Like, I wish a lot of people were like that in fight community. So many people don't like me. Maybe that's what I think. But they're super nice to my face. And I know they're fake. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't like that.
Yeah.
I know they talk shit.
Yeah.
But once I'm in the room, they shut the fuck up because they know I'll confront them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Totally.
A lot of that happens in Edmonton. I went and trained different places. Man, it's not like this. Not as bad as here. Drama's everywhere. Like, man, fighters have more drama than bikini models, Playboy models, all of them.
Now, do you think that's part of the sport?
No. It really is. Probably, yeah. I wish. I mean, I guess.
Yeah.
I guess you could say it's part of the sport.
Like, do you play the game for the sake of playing the game, right? Like you said, the guy, that coach, manipulated those guys. Can you argue that he's playing the game for the sake of playing that game?
No.
Do you know what I mean?
Being vindictive.
Okay. Yeah.
A lot of people, like, well, I know what you're saying exactly. No, like, that's not part of the game. Like, that's just a bad apple. He's just a bad apple. I think everybody in Edmonton will agree with me. There's one thing we can all the fighters, all gym can agree is that that guy was just not a good people. You know what I mean? I'm glad he's very isolated from everybody, you know, like all the real fighters anyway. Yeah, like, shit like that happens all the time. Right now, man, like, all the gyms are, most gyms are, you know, like, friendly now. And we have Hayabusa and Wolfhouse. I don't have a problem with them. I think Luke's a great coach, you know. And lots of gyms claim to be the number one.
Yeah.
They're the best gym, they're this.
Of course,
like,
yeah.
Come on. No one can claim that. There's no, like, statistics, you know, like, who's a better gym. I think as a professional MMA fighters, Chef Bears, like the little soy shop, they got lots of professional fighters, you know. By numbers, they definitely in the leading, you know. And amateur circle, amateur MMA, my gym has not lost any MMA fight, not even a round, you know, since I've been open. And I haven't been open even for a year, you know.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things, and I hope, like, you know, gyms stop calling themselves they're the best Edmonton's gym or bullshit. You know what I mean? Best gym for who? For a fighter, maybe, or for a, like, 300-pound guy who wants to lose weight.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Totally.
You gotta
There's
specify that.
Is there a mix? So is there a mix there? Like, a lot of gyms, do they mix that? Do they mix, like, oh, we're here for the consumer and the professional fighter? Can you have a mix or no?
Well, definitely you can have a mix, but you cannot mix them in the same class.
Yeah.
A professional fighter's heart rate will not hit the max as much as the guy who's been on the couch for a long. Like, I train everybody. We have professional fighters, competitive amateur fighters, and general public who just comes there for self-defense or losing weight. Like, we got lots of realtors. I train a lot of Edmonton police officers.
Nice.
A lot of actually correctional officers too, and there's also the street guys.
Got you.
It's funny that, you know, you can tell, like, the street guy and the cop training in the same room. They know what they do.
That's
you know
interesting.
what I mean?
That's a very interesting dynamic.
But if they see them at work, it'll be different. But at the gym, everybody's welcome. They're there to put the work in, no drama. Like, that's why I like my gym. I'm not trying to do promo and stuff. No drama. You come in, you put the work in, get the hell out of there.
Yeah.
I don't give a shit what you have to say about it. Like, if you have nothing nice to say, don't say it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? In the
Yeah,
gym,
you make that clear, obviously.
100%, you know?
Yeah.
Like, no bullying acceptable. You come to the gym, you train. You know? You want to win the fight, we'll help you win the fight. You want to change your life, we'll help you change your life. But you're here to cause drama, get the fuck out of my gym. You know what I mean? That's the only rule I have.
Yeah. I like that. Yeah, because I was curious. I mean, especially because, and I'm not the best for this because I only watch a couple fights a year, and I've only been to KB's fight.
He's a very good fighter.
Yeah, and so the drama is very interesting. You know, when you watch like Conor McGregor and Floyd Mayweather, and they're on stage and they're trash talking each other in front of millions of people, and he's like, oh, like your mother this and this and that. It's very not gonna lie, it's very entertaining. But what do you think of that? What do you think of on the high end, like the stage? You know, where millions of people are watching you. The drama is obviously initiated, and you know when Dana White is like holding guys back.
Yeah.
Again, do you think that's part of the sport, or do you think that's where's your stance on that? I want to know where your stance is on that.
Think about this. If we have two guys about to fight and all they do is praise to Jesus and Muhammad, no one want to watch that.
That's true.
You know what I mean?
That's true.
It's
Yeah.
boring.
Yeah.
Just like, I think fighters are learning that from CNN and BBC. They go to parts of Afghanistan, everybody's crazy.
Yeah.
But if they showed all the nice stuff, who would want to watch?
That's true. It's very true.
Who want to watch how they make kabali pala?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Totally.
They need to show that crazy people blowing bombs and shit like that, so they can brainwash these racist people. Yeah. Like, oh, Muslims are terrorists, shit like that, right?
Yeah.
So that's why fighting is so entertaining when Conor fights. Conor really brings a lot of bad stuff out of people.
Yeah.
It worked for most people except Ned Diaz and Khabib,
Yeah.
Khabib don't give a shit,
Yeah.
And you don't go those countries, Chechens, like the Dagestanians, like the Uzbeks, Kazakhs, Afghans, like those people, they have different values of family. You do not talk bad about their family. As soon as you do, you will pay for it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like to an Afghan guy, you can't go up and say something bad about his mom.
No.
He'll fuck you up.
Yeah.
If he can't beat you, he'll stab you.
Yeah.
It's just how it is, they're raised to protect their family. Same as Khabib. Conor said something about his dad. Khabib did not take that easily, you know what I mean? After he made him tap, he still wanted to go more and beat him up more. It's personal now.
Yeah.
And Conor is a master of making it personal, you know what I mean? He makes it he makes his opponent hate him. It worked great. Like right now, interim champ Dustin Poirier, he got in Dustin Poirier's head so bad. Dustin Poirier showed up and came out like a dumbass and got knocked out. Same as Jose Aldo. That's a part of the game. That's a mental warfare.
Yeah, so how do you think, so I want to know your stance on that. So if it's mental warfare, how much of the mental game plays a part in the fighting?
Fight day, 100%. I've seen so many good fighters in the gym beating the shit out of the guys who's not good, but that guy who's not good in the gym shows up to fight every fight. And the guy who shows up to fight every fight wins usually. No matter how good of a technique you have, how amazing you are, how gifted you are. If you cannot show up to fight, you're gonna lose.
Yeah.
Mental warfare is insane. A lot of people should they should actually come out with schools teaching the mental warfare, man. Like a lot of people are mentally weak. Just like before you perform in front of those thousands of Afghans last couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
You get that nerves.
Oh yeah.
You can fuck up a word and everybody will hate you and boo you.
Totally.
You're one word away or one stupid move away from them loving you or hating you.
Yeah.
That's nerve-wracking, Yeah,
it is, yeah.
People never been in front of that many people. Don't know how hard is that.
Yeah.
Especially fighters are the worst. Fighters that's easy. No, it's not. That's fucking what? How many years of sleepless nights you fucking writing your music and song and going up front of people that they don't know you. You have to entertain them.
Yeah.
That's fucking. I think that's more scary than fighting for me. You know what I mean? Fighting, I'm focusing on my opponent. I don't give a shit about crowd.
Yeah, totally.
Mental,
Mentally.
All mental warfare, like how you prepare yourself before the fight. Fight week is all about mental game,
So how do you prepare mentally? Give me some stuff. I want to know.
Every fight been different. Every fight, like not all the opponents I have fought, I didn't hate them. Some of them are my buddies. I know them, and it was shitty that we had to punch each other in the face. It is what it is. We're fighters. We sign up. We get paid for it. Boom, we do that. We're entertainers that day. We gotta entertain.
Yeah.
Only bad thing about our entertainment, you might get fucking face punched him, you know?
Yeah.
Every fight is different. Like most of the time, fight week, I really isolate myself from everybody. Like I really like to go train, go lock myself in the basement. I don't like to talk to people. I don't like going out. Just watch my TV show. I pick a TV show usually, and I watch that TV show. I don't know. I'm zoned out. I'm a different person. Fight week, fight day. I just want to be around my coaches and training partners. I did not want to be around my casual friends. I did not want to be around like girlfriends or etc. or anything, right? I just really want to be around people I bled and sweat with. You know what I mean? Fight day, like those are the guys I go to war with. Gets close to fighting in the back room. Couple hours. I usually fight at the end. Couple hours before fight, like we usually show up 3-4 hours before. I put my headphones in. Everyone knows I like rap music, but man, fight day I actually listen to AC/DC all the time.
Wow.
Yeah,
no
one
way.
gets that, right?
Wow.
Yeah, thunderstruck all the way.
Yeah.
And I'm playing guitar in the back and just getting.
You were getting yourself,
up.
pumped up.
Close to the fight, I have to calm down because I'm already such a explosive fighter. Like I don't. All my 6 wins are all first round finishes. Like I don't like to go to second round. Really like I never been in distance in MMA, never been in decision, never went to the judges. When I win by stoppage, I lost by stoppage. In close to fight, I calm myself down. I just stare at the wall, listen to like very calming music, like get zoned out, and like everything is blacked out, nothing matters. I know what I'm about to do. I'm gonna get on the cage. I'm gonna try to hurt this guy. You know what I mean? In MMA.
Very,
like,
very,
yeah.
Very interesting.
It's different, right? Like
it
different
is.
For a lot of fighters.
Yeah.
Lots of fighters they try to like talk themselves up. Like I don't like doing that. I'm already so hyped up individual. I don't like being super hyped up.
Yeah.
I know what I'm capable of. No one has to tell me like, hey, you're good, you're this. That's why I don't like talking to my drunk friends at all. I don't like seeing them.
Yeah.
And I hate the questions. Are you ready?
No,
motherfucker, I'm not ready.
Yeah.
And everybody asks that.
Everybody asks you.
Are you ready? I'm like,
yeah.
do I look not ready?
It's funny because when I perform too, and if people know that I'm performing, they're like, "You ready? Are you ready?" I'm like, man, like yes, of course I'm ready. I've been waiting for this.
Yeah,
I've been practicing, right? Yeah,
exactly.
That's funny. Man, it's very interesting, and I'm curious. Just now taking this back from fighting, but how did you come up with the Wolfhouse name? So Wolfhouse MMA. What does the wolf mean to you? What does that symbolize?
Wolf is like, if you know, like my ethnicity is Uzbek, right? Like,
yeah.
Like your ethnicity is all Turks, like Ghazni, from Ghazni. Like you guys are like, we're really similar. Back in the day, we're related. You know what I mean? Like all Turkish families.
Yeah.
Not Turkish. A lot of people get mistaken that. Like Turks are like, we're way before Turkey came around. They came from where we're from.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like we're the OG Turks. Turk Mongols, they call it. And our national animal spiritual animal was wolf. Because before Islam were shamans. Or Zoroastrian, which is sun worshipping, are Buddhist, right? Like our tribes were like spiritual animals, shamanism. Technorism, like the Mongols, they pray for the spiritual animal. Usually it's a wolf. So that was my nickname from back home. And I came here, I got a nickname, like a friend of mine, Curtis Higgins, he gave me that nickname too, Hungry Wolf. That kind of stuck, wolf, wolf, wolf.
Yeah.
And that was this idea we're talking about. A UFC gym actually. Like, yeah, I'm going to do this, blah, 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 talking. And one of my fighters, Kyle, he's like, Coach, you should name it a Wolfhouse.
Really? Oh, no.
I'm like, that's cool. Yeah, like that's one of my fighters came up with the name. He's like, yeah, Coach, we should name it Wolfhouse. I like that.
Very
that's
cool.
A nice ring to it,
Yeah.
Then yeah, from there I started it, and boom, Wolfhouse everything. Wolfhouse. Yeah.
That's awesome, man. Yeah, it's very, very cool. Yeah, because I do like to kind of pick because I know names are so hard to come up with. Especially when you're trying to build a brand, when you're trying to build a business. names is like, because it's gonna stick. So it's hard to rebrand after. It's hard to like change a name after a couple of years of you starting a business.
Very, very hard. Yeah.
Yeah. And where are you at now? So what does Parwez in 5 years? What does Parwez want to do in 5 years? Does he want to branch out Wolfhouse MMA to multiple locations? Is he gonna get back into fighting? Where do you see yourself in a couple years time?
That's a tough.
Or I guess what is something that's on the bucket list that you wanna dominate or you wanna achieve?
Definitely, like in 5 years, I don't know about branching out that quick, but I definitely expand the gym. You know, the place I'm at right now. It's not the biggest gym, but gets the job done. You know, like it's not over my overhead. You know, like everything is good. Definitely expand. Hopefully, get another location. Build fighters. Get them to fight in bigger arenas, bigger events like UFC. Hopefully, you know.
Yeah.
And help them reach their goals. Like even make them win nationals this year. Definitely, like all my amateur boxers are going for nationals. At least 7 of them. That's our plan. Yeah, just win fights, do good, you know, help out more kids, help change more lives. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And gain a lot more haters.
Yeah, because when you're doing something, what is Jay-Z says, if you're, you're doing something right when you got haters.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. And honestly, and do something about the racism going on. I really want to help. Because, man, like a lot of victims of racism here. Like, you've been a victim of racism.
Yeah.
I've been a victim of racism. A lot of people don't talk about it because immigrant mentality. We come here, we're like, oh, no, like our parents, you can relate to this. We want to please Canadians. So, like, oh, no, like, we love Canada.
Yeah.
We don't have to say that shit all the fucking time.
Yeah.
People will know. We do love this country, you know, this give us a lot of opportunity, but why we have to, if you notice a lot of immigrants, they always say that in front of white people. I don't want fucking people to feel the need to say it in front of white people to get their approval. Fuck that, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I don't like that, and a lot of white people are, not a lot, I should say a lot, some white people really make immigrants feel that way.
Yeah.
Like I was at the party with on the lake.
Yeah.
A very good friend of mine, his mom was saying some very bad stuff. You know what I mean? Like, oh, Muslims, you guys do this to women. You guys do that to women. And I'm like, name me one Muslim you know. Name me one Muslim you know. She didn't know anybody. She just seen the media. But they focus on that, but they don't focus on what's going on in Alabama. That's fucking what? The women have no rights there now. You get jail time for abortion. You get death sentence for abortion. Name me one fucking Muslim country does that. It's not because of Islam. They do it because of the culture.
Yeah.
Some African countries do something that becomes a Muslim issue.
Yeah.
Or like some Asian countries do something.
They just throw it on. They just throw it on and say, "Oh, it's a Muslim thing."
Yeah, that's fucked up, man. Singapore has 15 parliament, women and men.
That's right. Yeah, a lot of Muslim countries. A lot of people don't know this, but a lot of Muslim countries, their heads of state are women. The heads of state are women, and they say, "Oh, in Islam, there's no rights for women, this and that." There's so many states that I can't even name out of the top of my head how many states there are with heads of that are women.
Singapore is the largest Muslim country for uneducated fools. And people go and visit there and party and stuff. They don't even know it's a Muslim country.
Yeah.
Most people don't even know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I always tell people, I'm like, man, Malaysia, sorry, like not saying Singapore. Malaysia is the...
Malaysia, yeah.
Yeah, and not Singapore, like Singapore City. Like Malaysia is the...
Yeah, Malaysia is the... Yeah.
Yeah, it's a Muslim country. You know, a lot of people don't know that. And they always... I don't know, like, biggest Muslim country, they probably think it's Saudi Arabia.
Yeah,
It's not. They're the richest, you know. And yeah, Malaysia has the, like, you know, it's great there. Like, even in Uzbekistan, don't go that far. You see pictures of Uzbekistan, Google it, man. You see how lifestyle is there. It's not like... As soon as I say, like, you know, he's like, where'd you grow up? I'm like, Uzbekistan. they right away picture a guy with a turban on a camel.
Yeah.
As soon as they hear that it's Stan, it's like, oh, I know where Pakistan is. I'm like, no, that's not what I said. You know, it really rubs me the wrong way.
Oh man, yeah. I can't tell you how many times that's happened.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like every single time, like, because people are too ignorant to learn. They make fun of Americans, but most Albertans are no better. Like I saw the other day a truck saying like Trump supporter or something like that. I'm like, why?
Yeah.
He's not your president. Why?
Yeah, why are you around here?
Why are you wearing MAGA like in a hat? Why?
Yeah.
You're not American.
Yeah.
You live here.
I also heard that a lot of Albertans went down for the election when Trump and Hillary were going at it.
That doesn't surprise me.
Yeah.
That does not surprise me.
I know.
I'm okay with people, whoever, should be a freedom. Like, you should not hate people to support Trump. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It would be the same thing, you know, people hating, people, if they hate us because we believe in something, no, man, whatever. Whoever you choose, whatever, you know, like, they should not be discussed publicly because that brings out so much hate. Like Justin Trudeau, everybody in Alberta hates him.
Yeah.
Everybody. I don't think he's a great politician, but he's a good piece of Canada if you think about it. What's Canada known for? What is Canada known for? Being nice.
Yeah.
Being welcoming.
Being welcoming, yeah.
You know what I mean? And he's been doing that. Internationally, everyone loves Justin Trudeau. Except in Alberta. Everybody hates him. And they blame carbon tax on him. They blame everything. He took over. Like, I'm not his supporter. I don't support any political groups or like parties or anything. I do not support. I'm like, you know, one of those guys. I'm like, hey, whatever. I'll live under any regime. I don't care. It doesn't change that much for me, you know.
Yeah.
Obviously, if they tax me a lot, that would be different.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just think people jump in to hate a lot quicker than love. You know, hate is so much easier to spread than love. Like that moron shot people in mosque. You know what I mean? As bad as it sounds, I did not see any of my like white people friend share that on their Facebook and talking shit about this guy. Everybody's like, oh, there's something wrong with his mental game. No, that motherfucker's a terrorist. That's simple. He is a terrorist.
Yeah.
He brought terror to those people. He shot kids. I saw the live video and I'm not kidding. Like, that really bothered me.
I saw it too. It was disgusting, bro.
Yeah. How he shot him like slaughtering sheep. That's all he was doing. You know,
it was bad, man.
Yeah. And nobody, like, how long you heard about that? Maybe a week. You know what I mean? If a brown guy with the name Ahmed Mohammed does it, oh my God, you will not hear the end of it.
Yeah, you won't. Yeah, you'll hear it for a good like couple months.
Yeah, the guy who ran over a couple people in Edmonton.
Yeah.
Man, you know how much hate he brought to Muslims? Like, those motherfuckers should stop doing that. They're like, my mom wears a scarf. You know my mom. She's probably one of the nicest person in the world, man. Like, she never hates anyone. She's always smiling.
Totally.
You come to my house, she'll cook you food.
Yeah.
She'll invite you, she'll make you food.
Oh, she's super nice, man.
You know what I mean? And imagine some assholes being rude to her because she wears a scarf. He doesn't know, or she doesn't know what my mom is all about, what kind of person she is. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, people should educate themselves. Go be a friend or know a Muslim guy before you hate a Muslim guy. You know?
Yeah.
Hate is not always the answer.
Yeah. I had actually a friend, and I won't name his name, but not a friend, a guy I knew from high school. And he recently, last year actually, he was sharing a lot of this because you know how Syrian refugees were coming and they were opening up the border and people were coming from Syria, and he was posting all this these pictures, these propaganda pictures, and is saying a Syrian refugee comes to the city and he raped like 3 women. Stop bringing in Muslim refugees, this and that. And I saw it a couple times, he shared it a couple times, and it really got under my nerves, so I messaged him. And I said, hey man, I see that you're posting a lot of hateful photos against Muslims. And I just want you to know that I don't appreciate it. And you've known me since high school. if I've ever wronged you, if I've ever shared any hateful messages, if I've ever done something, let me know. I would love to open this conversation because I want to know where your hate is coming from.
Mm-hmm.
And he messaged me back, and he was like, oh, sorry, I apologize, didn't mean to offend you. This stuff has been going on, I just don't agree. He just said some stuff, and I said, listen, man, have I ever done anything to you?
Mm-hmm.
The people that you know who are Muslim, brown people, because you're going to run into them. Have I ever done anything? Have I ever spread hate? Have I ever done anything extremist? He said, no. I said, have you ever traveled to these countries, or have you ever been to the Middle East or whatever? He said, no, I've never actually got out of Alberta. And I said, that's the one thing. I said, you need to travel. Go to these Muslim countries. You'll see how people live. You'll see how people interact.
Mm-hmm.
But you're eating up all this. I don't know what page you liked on Facebook that's sharing this stuff, but it's really corroding your views. And if you ever want to have a coffee, you ever want to talk about it, because I'm open. And if you think that there's something wrong with Islam or Muslims or Syrians or Afghans or whoever it is, let me know. I'll sit and I'll set you straight.
Mm-hmm.
As a thing, I would love to have this. Spew it on me, throw it on me.
Yeah, kind of clear the air.
Clear the air. I want to know.
Yeah.
You can't be sharing this stuff. You can't be sharing this stuff and really believing it.
Without us did research.
You have no idea, but yet you're sharing it, and that's what people are ignorant. People don't want to do that. They just want to believe what they want to believe, which is whatever. But yeah, bro, I appreciate you coming on. Where can people find you online? Plug it in right now. Let people know where they can find you and how they can get in touch with you if they wanted to.
Wolfhouse _MMA, our Instagram page, Facebook. Parvez Wolf, my Instagram page. I don't like adding people on Facebook. I don't know. And our address is 10940 in 166 8th Street. That's the gym address. Come down if you know somebody who needs a father figure, or like underprivileged kid, like, who had a rough time growing up and he needs somebody like a father figure, mentor. Bring him in. We accept them. We train them. That's all. Yeah.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah,
well,
sure.
I appreciate you coming on.
Sure,
thank you, man.
Thanks, buddy.
Yeah.
For sure.
Thank you everyone for tuning in to the Second Floor podcast. This episode was actually brought to you by luxmarket.com. If you feel like you enjoyed this episode, please go on iTunes podcast, give us a review, let us know what you think, and feel free to share this with a friend who you also believe would enjoy the episode.